Are you looking to purchase your first food dehydrator or maybe replace an old one? Well, I replaced an old one and I purchased this Cosori 6-tray food dehydrator. It is item number CP267-FD. And I replaced my old food dehydrator, which is if you're as old as I am, you may remember TV commercials for products under the company name of Ronco. This is actually an old Ronco food dehydrator. I purchased this probably around 1990, 1991, something like that. And it does still work. The last time I used it was just a couple months ago before I bought my Cosori 6-tray food dehydrator. So that's what we're going to review today. So welcome to Cooking and Storing with Ann and Wayne. And let's get on with this product review. Now to get started with, it came in this box. I ordered it from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description where you can purchase the same one if you would like. But as I said, Cosori does make several other models of food dehydrators. It came with a nice recipe book. We've enjoyed looking through that. There's a lot of things in here we want to try over time, but so far we've only done, well, I've done a bunch of apples. I've done some bacon. I've done some lunch meat stuff. We'll be talking about more of that in a minute. It also came with a little user's manual, and the machine is really easy to use. There's only a few controls here, and I'll be showing you those here in a minute. But that's what came in the box, was the machine. This is it. It has 6 trays. They're real nice metal trays. I like that. Nice display. Stainless steel on the outside. The front is stainless steel in black. It is 110 volt, plug it in, which is pretty standard. So anyway, that's what came in the box. Now let me show you how the controls work, but first I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer to the front of the machine. Now this is a close-up of the front of the machine, and I know you can't see the lower part of it, but there's no controls down there. And this is how you get it from the box. Now I'm getting ready to plug it in. You hear it beep, display shows up, it goes to these dashes. Now that's normal. That's the way it boots up when you first plug it in. And basically your trays are in here. You just load them up with whatever you want. The menu or the recipe book that comes with it will give you an idea about temperature and time for different things. But I have learned that, you just have to learn what time, how long things need to run to get the consistency of the product that you want. But you start out, this is time and temp. You press that one time. Well, I pressed it twice, sorry about that. First time you press it, it'll come up with temperature. Now it will display the temperature that you ran last. So it always remembers what you did last. If you want a higher temperature, just mash the plus and it'll go up. It goes up to 155 or 165, excuse me. That's as high as it'll go. And I think it goes down to 90. No, 95. 95 is as low as it'll go. The thing that we do most is the apples, and I start those at 145. So let me just run that back up to the 145. And after that, you hit the time temp again, and it asks you how much time. Now, just like the temperature, you adjust how much time you want up and down with the plus and minus buttons. I waited too long there. It is back to 15. You can go up and down with your time. Now when we do apples, we do 15 hours at 145 degrees. So that's what mine is usually set for. As I said earlier, that's what we usually run. Then you hit the start button over here. And at that point, you'll hear the fan start. You'll hear a little clicking. And the machine is doing its thing. I usually let it warm up before I start putting my food in there, but that's not necessary because it does warm up pretty quick. But at this point, the way I have it set, it will run the 145 degrees for 15 hours, and then it will beep to let me know that it finished. So that's all there is to operating the machine. If you want to stop it early, you just hit the start stop. Goes back to this. And if you want to change your time or temp, just hit time temp. Well, I did end up a little bit higher, 145. You hit it again, it gives you your time. Hit start, and it starts running 145 degrees for 15 minutes again. And that's all the controls that you really have. And like I said, the recipe book that comes with it will give you an idea about recipes for different products. And there's a lot of recipes in the book. And it'll give you an idea about how much time and what temperature to run. And now for a quick overview of the things that we have used our Cosori 6-tray food dehydrator for already. As I said earlier, we do a lot of apples. That's most of what I've done so far. And as I said in demonstrating the panel, I run those at 145 degrees for 15 hours. They turned out nice and crispy, and that's the way we like them. We don't like them kind of flexible. We like them crispy. But you know, you can do your own testing to find out what consistency or texture or whatever you want with your apples. And also, I recently did a video of our tool that we use to core, slice, and peel our apples. It works really well if you've got good apples for it. I put a link in the description to that video, but it really makes doing the apples a fairly quick and easy process. Because if you don't have to core, peel, and slice and do all that by hand, and you got a little tool that'll do it, and it's inexpensive, it really goes really quick. And I'll also put a link in the description where you can purchase that tool if you would like. We've also done a fair bit of lunch meat. This is your normal deli meat like you get prepackaged in the deli. It's really thin, so it dries fast. We run these at 165 degrees. I ran them for 4 hours and they were over dried. The last ones, I think these I did at 3 hours, and I might do 2 or 2.5 hours next time, still at 165 degrees, because that meat is just so thin it dries really quickly. The other thing we've done is bacon. I plan to do a video about doing bacon because we've had some successes and some failures with that, but I want a little more experience there. But we ran the bacon at 165 degrees for, I think it was 12 hours. I would show you some, but it's already gone. Yeah, we like it. So anyway, for my final review about this Cosori Food Dehydrator, we really like it. It's a big step up from the old Ronco one that I've used for many years. But if you're looking for a good dehydrator, I would recommend this. It has the features that we were looking for with being able to set the temperature and the time that you wanted, and you can just set it and forget it. As I said, some things you have to figure out how much time to let something run to get the consistency or the dryness that you want, but it's a really nice dehydrator, and we have really enjoyed it so far, and I'm sure we will enjoy it a lot more. And also, this year coming up, we plan to do more herbs and things of that in our garden. And we'll hopefully be doing some videos about dehydrating and preserving herbs of different types for storage. So at this point, I'd just like to say thank you for visiting Cooking and Storing with Ann and Wayne. And we're just wishing you good food, safe storing, and happiness. Thank you for visiting.